Okay, welcome to part 3 of this video series. I'm talking about the $2 trillion that it's been passed by the Senate to help stimulate the economy. Will it stimulate the economy? Will it help the not only the people, the populace, but will it help the businesses, which is like the backbone of the economy? All right, and then also, will it help the financial markets sustain the most recent gains? These gains that correlate to our MAS score, which I just got through showing you all in the other video. But let's look at another account. These accounts, account management, we help people earn interest, or however you want to call it, I'm going to give you the basic, simple way of what I do here. If you have some money, I can help you flip your money. All right? The right way, the legal way. All right? Some people don't like this. That's too bad for them. I don't know what to say. I can't speak for them. All right? But it's an opportunity. It's a blessing. How do I know how to do this? Oh, God has blessed me with the gift to know how to do this, the wisdom to know how to do this. And I'm sharing this with whoever has the ears to hear. If you're willing to receive it, then it's for you. If you're not willing to receive it, then it is not for you. And that's all. I just keep it straight and simple, and I just keep moving forward with how God wants me to move forward. Okay? And that's just how it works. That's the most simplified way I can explain this. But let's look at one of the accounts that we help. These are real people, by the way. Real accounts. And I got to make the review videos. I got to send the stuff out, the emails to the people and say, hey guys, and if you're watching this video, by the way, you're one of the people that, making the money, send an email. Send a WhatsApp. It'll all come to me anyhow. I'll get it some way, somehow. All right, don't worry about it. Okay? But send it to me. Send it to admin. Admin will send it to me. Send it to WhatsApp. They'll send it to me from WhatsApp. Okay? And or email me. You can email me, GabrielForexPips@gmail.com, and let the people know. Let them know. Tell them your story. Okay? That it works. That's going to be in the review section, by the way, of the website. All right. Let's look at another account here. Let's see this person here. This person's a new person too, I believe. Let's see. They're at -$4, $317, -$4 for the day. Let's see, where are they in profits for the week? Okay, so they made $91 in profit for the week. Okay, all right. And they deposited here, it says $2,000. So this person, they're new. It looks like they had money that they blew their account, is what it is. So this is the backdrop of this. You're gonna have a lot of people that are trading in the markets, and they're not sure what they're doing. Okay, they're taking everything from the financial markets idea of what they push out there, and this is what they push out there. You're gonna be a millionaire in one day, and they push the quick get rich quick scheme. That's them out there. You go on Instagram, you could type them up. That's them. They're flashing all the jewels, and they got the stacks of money and all that stuff. And the girls in the bikinis and the Lamborghinis, all that stuff. Okay. They're trying to tell you that this is a way to get rich quick, and they've turned this into a gambling style casino. They've turned the financial markets, especially the Forex market, into a gambling style casino. Go back and watch the video, current market movement, and the current market value video, where I talk about the advantages and disadvantages of the Forex helper strategy. And if you go back and you watch that video, I mentioned the current market movement. One of the disadvantages of it is it will require more time of you. And that's because you're making your money every week. Okay, now keep this in mind. These people that promote this idea that you're going to be, get rich overnight. No, you could. I'm not saying you can't, but they only giving you half truth. They're not telling you everything else. Okay? But they're giving you half truth. The brokers are they're in on it. They're just getting richer and richer off of all of the blown accounts. Okay? But they're not telling you this. They're teaching you how to use small windows now. Okay? Remember, if current market movement requires much more of your attention, and that's a small window, oh my goodness, they're teaching you how to trade off of daily, hourly windows. I've seen people trade off of 30-minute windows. They're trying to make money in 5 minutes, in 30 minutes, in 1 hour, in 2 hours. And this is what it's going to result. I'm not saying anything negative against this person at all, because I don't fully know what happened or why they came to us with this account looking like this. But so far, where they're at right now with where they came to us this is how they came to us. All right. And they came to us this week and we got them $91. So they're recuperating. They probably came across the video on YouTube and said, wow, I hope this is real. I don't know what people think when they watch these videos. I kind of know because I get the emails and stuff like that. But I don't know what this person's thinking. But they freaking lost a lot of money before they came to us. Goodness gracious. Almost $3,000 they lost. Okay. So whatever they had a balance of 3 something or 317. Now they're at 317. But whatever the balance was that they had, they deposited 225. They probably lost everything. Goodness gracious. And they're trying to recuperate. And that's the good thing about this. So if here they deposited 225 when they came to us, and we were able to get them $91 on top of their money. They're at 316 or 317 right now. And that just goes to show you this current market movement strategy, we can apply it really to any monetary size. I don't want to say any monetary size. I don't want to say, put $5 in your account or something like that. The smaller the amount of money you start off with, it's going to take a little longer to get there. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it works. It's like compounded. Okay. It's exponential growth. So the more money you have, the more money you're going to make. Okay. But this 225 already generated $91 for them, just to give you an idea. Okay. And they stick with us. We'll see more of this story develop. This one is a very interesting story, this account here. All right. So let's take a look at another account. And everybody has different stories. All right. We got people that come to us. They don't even know what Forex is. They just seeing the Forex helper on the internet. They're like, what is this? And you got some sweet people out there that they need help. Okay. And, if I could do my part, I'll do it. That's what I'm doing. Okay. This account here. Here's another account. This account has a very interesting story. Okay. They made $1.67. Now, I know I mentioned you should be thankful even for $1. Okay. I don't mean to laugh or anything like that, because it's not, there's nothing funny about that. But I brought this up to say this. The strategy was still used on their account. It wasn't, the problem with this account, was the broker. Guys, got to get a good broker. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to mention this on this note, and I'm going to talk a little bit more on the $2 trillion and get back on that subject, okay? But some of these brokers, okay, this person is in the United States and they're using, no, I'm sorry, they're not in the United States. They're in Europe, okay? And they're using a broker, and this broker is so conservative. I mean, the regulations, all right? But this broker is an American-based broker, and you'll be, I mean, okay, here. How much? They have $300 in their account, and we were only able to place 0.01 lot size, and it brought their margin level percent down to almost like 900. That's not good. And that's because you have some brokers, and I'll talk more about this in another video, and we do recommend brokers. I have brokers that I recommend, okay? And that list is going to grow over time. I got some people that have been trying to reach out to me. I'll get back to them and see how their brokerage company is, okay? But I'm only going to let you know of good brokers that I've used myself personally, and they're the real deal, and they work, and there's no issues, okay? Some of these brokers, got to look out for them too. There's no perfect company, no perfect broker, but what you want to know is, at least from the standpoint of being able to grow your money, you got to be able to at least have some kind of leverage, like that can turn your $300 into more than just $1, okay? And that's, you got that, and that brings me to really another subject. Not to talk about this person at all. It has nothing to do with that, okay? All right, this is just, these are common things. I have to address them. They happen and they have to be addressed, okay? So with the regulations that are imposed on, here, I live in the US, okay? All right, so but the regulations that are imposed on you as a US citizen or a resident, and you're using the brokers here to try to participate in the global markets, oh, they're insane. Let alone the business regulations, okay? I don't even want to go on that. Okay, I gotta like I'm walking on eggshells or something, okay? It's crazy, but anyhow, I'm almost convinced that they don't want us to make money out here. You gotta go outside of the US and use those brokers. And I know that there was at one point this big kind of push against that whole concept. Oh, don't use outside brokers because of yeah, you got outside brokers out there that are scams. I got it. But you got some really good ones out there, and a lot of them are in the UK, and a lot of them are in Europe. Okay? The one that I recommend to if you need help, just contact us and ask us, and we'll send you the recommendation. Those guys are amazing. No issues. They deal with Bitcoin. They won't penalize you. Bitcoin is not a bad word to them. Okay, it's not a evil word or an evil concept. I'll talk more about that on other videos too. I have a series, in fact, on the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. But goodness gracious, I can't even talk about Bitcoin anymore. Oh, don't let me add it to my business. Oh, I'll get slapped in the hand for that. How dare I? Oh yeah. It's the craziest thing, guys. But it's a intimidation factor for the powers that be, okay? It's a threat to their own private interest, okay? We're approaching a cashless society. And you know, the whole idea of a cashless society was spoken of 2,000 years ago in the book of Revelation. By the resurrected Christ, who told John to write these things down. Those things that are and those things that are to come. Okay? Yeah. And it's going to be a money mixed with an identity. Jesus said that. So a lot of times you hear me say certain things like, how can you be so sure? Why are you saying the cashless society and mixed with identity? Hey, because I'm only a messenger that's echoing the resurrected Christ from the book of Revelation. If you really want to know. Okay? So, I said I was going to go to the back on the subject of the $2 trillion and will it help stimulate the economy? All right. The markets we have yet to see. Well, the whole idea and the concept of it has, and that's the fundamental aspect of the market. That's what we're seeing right now. You're going to have a knee-jerk reaction, and it's all based on what they hope. All right? Yeah, when you trade in the market, you're trading on people's emotions, guys. It's crowd behavior. I'll go watch that other video I did about crowd behavior. Crowd behavior in the financial markets. That's important to understand that. So you'll hear something, people will hear it, and based on that, emotions are triggered, and based on that, actions are triggered, and based on that, buying and selling is taking place. And based on that, if there's enough buying, then you got the bulls who took over. If there's enough sell-offs, then you got the bears that took over. And that's what you got happening. That's what took place the first week before the package was even passed. Monday, the speculators already took over the market. The bulls took over the market. And they drove up the market. That's what we got. The current market movement is a lot of it is based on the fundamental aspect. I didn't talk about that yet. I've talked about it before, but I didn't talk about it publicly on these videos. But that's what we got. Okay. Now that part, okay, great. You can participate in that, and that's what we're going to help you with these accounts if you want to make some profit. I mean, that's what the whole study and this all stuff is here for. Taking advantage of these resources. But the real big question is this, though. There's a bigger question, and that's the second part of that question. The second aspect of the question is, will it help stimulate the economy long term? And I don't think so. But again, I don't know. I don't have, a crystal ball in that sense. But but I will know the long term. I don't go by fundamentals on the long term. And that's because the long term, the CMV is not based on fundamental movements. That's another aspect of the CMV strategy. The CMV strategy is based on technical. It's all mathematics. And with mathematics and with numbers, there's a much more sure result. And that's why I push CMV so much. And that's another advantage of CMV, by the way. That's why it's so high in percentage success. That's one of the reasons why, because it's infused with mathematics. Now, the only problem, the disadvantage is the fundamentals sometimes they'll take over. The force of the fundamentals will take over so much, and that's purely, a lot of it is based on speculation and hopes, believe it or not. Okay, but the CMV, believe it or not, a disadvantage of CMV is it's a lot more slower in its reaction. That's why it's not 100%. It's slower in its reaction, meaning that the current market movement, the short term, that has a lot of fundamental, emotional driven buying and selling, it's faster because guess what? Your emotions are a lot more faster, believe it or not. By the time the computer picks up all the data, the realistic reality of everything, and the market finally realizes, oh man, the market kicks in, by then, that's really the truth of the matter. And that's one of the reasons why the long term is really the issue here. The long term. Will this stimulus package help stimulate not only the American economy, but will it help stimulate the American economy long term? Which will it help bring up the unemployment, bring down the unemployment rate? I don't think so. They can't just shoot money at the problem, but that's that's like the modern solution for everything now. You got a disease, let's shoot money at it. Okay? So, no, I don't think so. That's just my own personal opinion. And my personal opinion is actually based on current market value studies. So far, it hasn't. Now, once it does change, once current market value changes, then yeah, I can say, oh, okay, there's some changes in current market value and the indices, the global markets, okay, that's showing some signs of recuperation. But, I can't say that. I'm not going to say that because the market doesn't show that. And I only report what the market says. That's really how this Forex helper strategy works. It's just me reporting what the market says. I can actually hear the language of the market, which is a lot of it is mathematics and crowd behavior and human emotion, okay? I'm going to actually end this video series on 3 parts. And I was going to go ahead and keep rambling on about this, but I think that's enough right now. There's always going to be some more news to talk about. Oh, there's never a shortage of that. But how relevant and how, not even how relevant, yeah, how relevant, but how useful really will it be to you in your situation? Well, I hope this thing is okay. Good. Sorry. How useful it is. How useful will it be to you in your situation? Let's take a look at one more account here. Okay. Let's see here. I think this account we looked at yesterday. Some of these accounts here. Oh, here's an account. This is a good account. This person, they've been with us for about 2 weeks now, and they've been happy. Okay, they're at $1,900, almost $2,000. All right, and we've made $1,400. This person is so happy, appreciative for what we've done for her. Okay, I don't know her situation. I don't really need to know her situation, really. That's not the whole point of why I'm doing what I'm doing. I don't need to be, if you decide to share it with me, that's another deal, you know what I mean? But it took $600. Okay, I'm pretty sure that $600 is going to help her and her family, if she has a family, okay, or whatever the situation is. For the month, we've generated $1,500 for her. Okay, she deposited $900. She's almost at $2,000. All right. Will it be useful to you? Is this stuff useful to you? The stuff I'm sharing? I know it may be a little confusing. I got it. I didn't know any of this stuff, mind you. This is all. I kid you not. I didn't learn this from anybody. You know how I learned this? Oh, that's for another time. I talk about it in my ebook, but I'll talk more about it because I got to revise the ebook and I got a lot of stuff in those videos that ain't going to be done. Oh my goodness. Painstaking. Many times I felt like giving up. A couple of times I broke down. Oh yeah, I had a breakdown a couple of times. I remember one of them very clearly. But glory be to God. He's my help. He's my savior. He's my strength. He's the reason I'm breathing. This is the reason why everyone's breathing. You don't think that, look, we had no choice and no option coming into this world. One day we were just here. We had no choice in the matter. We had no choice in the matter of when we're gonna leave. Don't fall for that mumble jumble that you're the captain of your own ship, the captain of your soul. Nope. That's not reality. All right? He's given every single one of us a chance every day that you have breath in your lungs. Don't be unappreciative. Don't take it for granted. Okay? This is Gabriel, the Forex Helper. Happy trading. Happy investing.